you know that intermittent fasting is more Googled than keto, veganism, and even protein shakes? But does it actually work? Let's break the hype and the science behind one of the world's most popular health trends. Intermittent fasting promises fat loss, better brain function, and even anti-aging. Are these claims real? Let's talk about intermittent fasting, why everyone is doing it, and whether you should too. Some say it's life-changing, others say it's wrecked their hormones. What's going on? The truth is, intermittent fasting isn't magic, and it's not for everyone. There is confusion around how it works, who is it for, and what it actually does to your body. So let's break down how intermittent fasting actually works and what the science really says. First, you should know there are a few popular fasting methods, and each one has a different impact. 16-8 or 18-6. You fast for an extended period of the day, and then you feed yourself in the remaining window. The fasting window can be early in the morning, called intermittent fasting, or in the afternoon, called reverse intermittent fasting. OMAD, 1 meal a day. You eat once every 24 hours. It's extreme, but some people swear by the mental clarity and fat loss. 5-2, you eat normally for 5 days. Then eat very low calories, like 500 to 600 for 2 days. It gives your body a break without daily restriction. Dry fasting, this is now getting serious. Dry fasting, like Ramadan, seems to be the hardcore version of fasting for more boosted results. So what's happening in your body when you fast? Number one, autophagy kicks in. That's your body's way of cleansing up damaged cells, almost like a detox on a cellular level. Some studies even suggest it may slow aging. Number two, fat burning increases. After about 12 hours without food, your insulin levels drop and your body starts tapping into fat stores for energy. Number three, mental clarity. Fasting increases noradrenaline and BDNF, a brain chemical linked to learning and memory. That's why people say they feel sharper when fasting. Number four, blood sugar control. With less frequent insulin spikes, your body becomes more insulin sensitive, which may reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes or even reverse it. But there is a flip side. Number one, fasting too long can lead to muscle loss, especially if you are not eating enough protein when you break the fast. Number two, it can mess with hormones, particularly in women. For some, it may disrupt the cycle. Number three, if you are doing high-intensity training or long workouts, fasting may leave you drained or under recovery. Also, a lot of people end up binging the moment the fast ends, and that defeats the whole purpose. So while fasting can reduce your calorie intake, it only works if you don't overeat during your feeding window. And here's something no one talks about. You can technically fast and still get fat at the end. If you are breaking your fast with donuts, fries, and soda, you are just compressing junk into a smaller window. That's not fasting. That's just skipping meals and still wrecking your health. What about training and muscle mass? How does all of this affect your training? Training while fasted can have both ups and downs, depending on your goals. If your goal is fat loss, working out in fasted state may help. With low insulin and no food in your system, your body burns more fat for energy. So what's the catch? Your performance might suffer. So if you are lifting heavy, sprinting, or doing intense workouts, your energy could tank halfway through. But we have few tricks for you. Number one, don't do those activities when you just started with fasting. Your body needs to get adjusted to the eating patterns. Allow 3 to 4 days for your body and energy levels to adjust. Number two, go for complex protein and healthy fat meals as your last meal prior to fasting, and use MCT oil to fuel your energy levels for hours. Number three, shift to ketosis to not only ramp up your energy levels, but also maximize fat loss. If your goal is building muscle, this is where fasting gets tricky. Muscle growth requires two things. Number one, progressive resistance training, and number two, adequate protein and calories. If you are only eating during a short window, getting enough food to grow can be tough. And if you train before eating, you risk breaking down muscle for energy, especially during long or intense sessions. So what's the sweet spot? If you are fasting, try this. Number one, train toward the end of your fast. Number two, break your fast right after with a big jar of amino acids, followed by a high protein meal. Number three, stay hydrated. Fasting already drops your water levels, and dehydration kills performance. In short, fasted workouts are better for fat loss if energy levels are good. Fed workouts are better for performance and muscle growth. And remember, just because you are fasting doesn't mean you get to skip recovery. Sleep, stress, proteins all still matter. If intermittent fasting helps you eat less overall and stay consistent, it works. But if it adds stress, sleep problems, or triggers binge eating, it may do more harm than good. Here's the bottom line. Fasting can help you lose fat, boost brain power, and regulate blood sugar, but you may have to adjust your lifestyle and eating habits to it. But it's not for everyone. If you are traveling, ill, having a physically or mentally demanding time, or on menses, don't force it. Try it, track how you feel, and adjust as needed. Have you tried fasting? Did it help or backfire? Tell us in the comments. And if you want to see how sprinting or cold exposure affects your hormones, check out the next video here. If you like this content, please like and subscribe and share with loved ones. Thank you for watching.